Hello, I'm Brigantia, Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Monday and welcome back to our series on Celtic Triads. Today we're talking about 3 manifestations of humanity. And of course, these triads were compiled by John F. Wright in 1995. So the full triad reads, 3 manifestations of humanity: affectionate bounty, loving manner, and praiseworthy knowledge. So the first part is affectionate bounty, and this is quite an interesting phrase. It's one thing to have plenty and abundance, but it's another to take delight in it, to be really satisfied with the results of our works, and to actually enjoy sharing it with other people. And we do seem to do better just as a species when we have people that we actually care for, and then we want to share our good fortune with them. I don't think it's enough for us to have success on our own. At least we have many examples of people who ultimately that was not enough. Any success that we have, it needs to accomplish more. And it's best if that also entwines us with our loved ones, knowing that we're contributing something to enrich their lives. It's part of being that positive feedback loop within human relationships. And this isn't about collectivism, because collectivism is about force. And every political expression of collectivism has been about force. And the jury is in. If someone is still supporting collectivism after learning about its history, I don't know what to do to help them. But what this verse is talking about is community, and community is about voluntary relationships, genuine connections, and real love. So on that note, let's talk about loving manner. Wouldn't it be a very refreshing change of pace just to have civility be the order of the day? Not even lovingness, not even necessarily graciousness, just civility. Plain, simple civility. If we had people going around with a loving manner, or if we were just able to trust that people, were conducting their affairs with us in a spirit of mutual goodwill, I think that in and of itself would constitute a culture shock. And this is really sad, and it's a terrible indictment of modern society. And I think when we talk about being loving and how that might improve human relationships, we have to remember that it isn't about being fake. It isn't about pretending to not be aware of people's flaws, and it isn't about having an unreasonably irrational high regard of other people. But I do think it is about showing respect, being gracious, being accepting of people, and being kind. And everybody talks about how they'd like to have a better society, but how many of us actually behave accordingly? Now, of course, I'm not saying let's go be loving and wonderful to people who would prefer that we not be in their circles, or that have a great deal of hostility towards us. But when we are able to have a foundation of mutual respect with people, that is a place where we could build. And that's a place where it would actually be worth taking the time and making that investment of the heart to build something that's better than, whatever it is that we have right now in broader society. So, lastly, praiseworthy knowledge. The first question that popped into my mind is, what makes knowledge praiseworthy? Is it the usefulness of the knowledge? Is it wisdom that's inherent within the knowledge? Is it knowledge that speaks to a higher truth and reveals a natural principle? Is it knowledge that makes us better people? There's a lot of ways we can take this part of the triad. It could even refer to the amount and the quality of knowledge we possess as an individual, or the use we put our knowledge to. I think this is worthy of further meditation. And if anyone watching this has any other thoughts about this, a different perspective, or they had something just pop in their heads when they heard the phrase praiseworthy knowledge, I would be really interested in hearing what you have to say. There's a lot of layers with this one, and it would be really fun to pick apart with someone else who's also interested in getting underneath the skin of this triad. So share your thoughts with me in the comments section, or come see us on Gilded. There's a link to join us in the description box below. You would be very welcome. We have a lot of channels up. We are starting to rebuild our membership, I am very happy to say. And we have some smart people there, some people who've really given various aspects of paganism a lot of thought. So if you are looking for conversation, I think we will not disappoint you. But that will do it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.